My name is Isaiah Button, and I'm against this curfew at 10 o'clock. You say that you enforce this curfew to reduce violence and whatever, but nobody gets shot for no reason. You have to run your mouth or do something, you know. Nobody just gets shot out the blue, you know. It's not gonna happen. It might, but very rarely. And you say that we need more stuff to do, and you say that we have it, but like this teen program thing, the Boys and Girls Club, it says $20 to join. Not a lot of people have $20 to join something like this, you know. It's going to different stuff. You know, more people say, like, oh, she just got off the stage, she was like, she seen people selling drugs. You know, that's what people do to eat. I mean, it's not what they want to do, sometimes it's what they have to do. I know a couple of people who do sell drugs, you know? They don't have a job, they can't get one, they've been in jail, nobody wants to hire a convict. It's not their fault. And, you know, they say I'm against the whole thing. Plus, if y'all do enforce it, I'm not going to the house at 10 o'clock. That's what I do. And
no problem. You're okay. You're discreet.
You're part of everything that goes on, and you're important. You play an important part. And what the part that we're talking about this evening is that you're voicing your opinion. Are you for the curfew or not for the curfew? But the most important thing is that have a clear understanding that, you know, as a young black man, your life span is not very long no more like it used to be as being a young teenager. And what we're trying to get to the point is that what we can do as a board of aldermen that can help you to open up different places that would be secure for you to go to when you have a good time, where you can stay out and so forth like that. And that's about it.
Go to or a place to get money from. So that's their only choice is to run the streets. You know, just pick up with some dudes that they see, street like, yo, I just want to hit with them. You know, just to have somebody to be around. That's what some people do. And
thank you very much. Oh, wait a minute, there's one more question.
Of course. How many of y'all go through those first?
And I agree with the overall motive of this, but I don't believe it's feasible, especially with the time of going in at 10 o'clock on the weekends. I mean, most of us, including myself, not find that 10 o'clock for the weekend is going to be something that we all can look forward to doing. I mean, if anything, that needs to be amended to make it a longer time for that. But overall, all of the night, we've been talking about how the youth is being so violent to one another. But the thing is, where are we getting these materials to kill one another? It's coming from parental negligence. Because you see, the parents need to build a foundation for their children at their young age. And if that foundation is built once they're young, then they'll follow it throughout their life. I mean, at 15 years old, if only thing you've been doing was doing whatever you please, not listening to your parents and such, at 15, if they tell you, no, you can't go outside, or no, you're not going to do this, you're not going to listen to them. Hey, you didn't tell me that before, why are you telling me that now? I mean, it's something that this violence is coming from us not knowing where to go. There's no role models anymore. I mean, back in the day, people would just fight and get it over with. Now everybody has to use a gun. I mean, society is just changing on us, and it's sort of inevitable if you think about it. And then, okay, adults constantly say, oh, we're getting it from video games and movies. That's a bunch of malarkey. You see, we watched there was cowboys when the Indians shooting each other on TV. Violence has been around for a long time. It's just coming from us, from the parents, not sitting down with the children, informing them, And I don't know whether or not it's the parents are afraid to talk about such of a topic, or whether or not they just simply don't care. But the youth wouldn't be doing as bad if we had the role models to follow and people showing us exactly the right way to go.
First of all, how old are you?
I'm 15.
What is your typical day?
Well, football season over, so I do the Yale Junior Warrior Society. I'm part of the Yale Saturday seminars, and also my friends and I are trying to work up our own business, by going out and trying to help different law firms, because I plan to be a Supreme Court justice, and so I plan on getting my hand.
To go outside. Why wouldn't I be? I know no better than to not go outside. I'm going outside and I'm a teenager and nothing to do. Add programs and jobs and that will eliminate the violence. And for the policing issue, there was a police officer who I looked up to, who was a role model to me, and unfortunately he died this past October. His name was Daniel Picagni. He had a community policing neighborhood affiliated program, and they were using cops as mentors. He personally took me to a play, and he took my little sister to a New York Yankees game. I think he was one of the greatest people in the world because he cared about youth. But there are no officers that care about us anymore. He was one of the many few that did. And since there aren't anymore, then what are we supposed to do? Of course, if we don't have jobs, then we're going to be hanging out on the streets. I'm 16 years old and I can't get a job. When a worker looks at my job and sees that I'm 16 years old, of course he's going to turn it away. He's going to feel, oh, she's young, she's not going to work for me. She doesn't have any qualifications. But how am I supposed to get those qualifications if I can't get a job? If I was awarded with these jobs and with these programs that should be after school, then maybe I wouldn't be out on the street. And I think maybe you should put the law age a little bit more down. If 16-year-olds and older are able to get jobs, then give them to us. Then we wouldn't be out on the streets. Of course, 13, 14, and 12-year-olds are going to be on the street because they can't get a job because they're not old enough. Put it for their age. They're mostly maybe the ones that are getting in trouble. And I think that we should have a curfew on weekends, but it should be later. If we did have a curfew on weekends, then of course there wouldn't be as much violence. That's when everything happens. That's when we're out of school. That's when we have nothing to do. There's guns available, there's drugs available, there's everything that's available to us, and of course we're going to get in trouble. And if there were jobs, and if there were community services available to us, then we wouldn't be getting in trouble. And that's it.
You, as well as some of the other young folks that got up talked about jobs, and we heard a lot about jobs yesterday. In talking, I've worked with kids for many years, and some of the kids say, they don't pay enough for me to go and work at McDonald's or Burger King. What kind of jobs do you think the youth would take today? I mean, many adults have problems finding jobs today.
Well, first of all, there's people out there who are not getting paid because they're not getting jobs. So we shouldn't be complaining about the pay. If we can get a job at McDonald's, then we should be happy with that because there's nothing else for us to do. There is no other jobs. If you're not going to get a job better than that, then accept what you got.
Any other questions? Any other questions? Yes.
I've seen you very active at Central San Jose and other programs throughout the years. Know your family very personally, and I just wanted to ask you, what would be your ideal job? What would you like to do?
Where there would be opportunities available for any position. Personally, I'd like to get into a drama position, something where I can act and get paid for it. I know there's other kids that would like to paint, to dance, to do everything they want to do, to have music. There's some of these music programs that are getting cut because there's no funding. But then again, you ask this what do we like? And we tell you what we like, but you don't supply it for us. And then we're gonna get into trouble. So, that's it. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Michelle Parker. I am 15 years old and a student at Career High School. I am against the curfew because it's like all teens are being punished for other people's actions. And also, what are teens to do like if they don't have jobs or can't hang out on the weekends? Like for example, Milford Mall in the movies, they're like way out and it's impossible to expect a teen to be home at like 10 o'clock on a weekend. And I also don't like this law because it's stereotyping the teens as like innocent and non-violent, and it's also like directing all of this stuff to the teens. Like the teens are the ones causing all the violence. Like some adults have their crimes too. And I would say like another solution, from my opinion, would be to open more teen clubs, movies, arcades and stuff, and like somebody else said, the downtown mall or something. Me, like, my family, they are annoying. I got an annoying little brother and little sisters. I do not like being in the house on the weekend. So, we need to, like, do more fun stuff for the teens.
Okay? What other comments?